All right, so let's talk about it. What is the cheat code? Is there a cheat code to the ball python industry, ball python hobby? I say yes, there is a cheat code. We're going to talk about it in this video, dig into kind of the ups, the downs, both, all sides of the cheat code. Is it worth it to get into the ball pythons at this point, at this time in the hobby, at this market? I think so. It's very, very worth it if you're passionate about your ball pythons. Again, we've done tons of videos telling you guys that, hey, you're going to go ahead and produce all these animals. Guess what? They're living, breathing creatures. You have to take care of them. If we want to produce something that doesn't take to the community, doesn't take to the market, doesn't take off how we want it to take off, and it sits stagnant, then it stays here. You have to have a game plan of what's going to happen. I'm not going to sit here and create something, end up keeping it, even knowing that it's for sale from day one all the way till it's 2-3 years old, and trying hard to sell it at market value and it not go anywhere and be angry and upset at the community. I chose to chase that project and to create that. I need to take responsibility as the breeder, be a responsible breeder, and understand that I have to take care of it, feed it, tend to its needs until it finds its new home, or if it permanently stays here. So we're going to dig into that a little bit, give you real facts and directions as we applied it, and we see it's actively going in a positive direction right now in this video. Let's dig in. Hey guys, what's going on? Will here, Flawless Exotic Creations, coming to you guys with yet again another video, and this is going to be so insightful. This video here is going to give you details, a complete blueprint that you can hopefully apply for yourself. This is going to be across the board. We're going to make it applicable to this situation, this scenario, because we're going to give you a real life situation that we've lived for the last, this is the 3rd year. So let's dig right on in. We get so many questions all the time, and unfortunately we have a lot of people that message us that are very I guess you say passive. They don't want spotlight put on them. They don't want to get on lives and kind of have a back and forth constructive criticism session. All the things that I love doing with other breeders, and I try to learn from our own mistakes as well as try to learn from other people making mistakes. I kind of pride us on, kind of sitting on the sideline, being attentive and just taking it all in, soaking it all in. Be observant and learn that way. Then I feel that, again, we don't have to be hands-on and actually in each scenario to learn. That being said, here it is. We have all these morphs. We have recessives. We have incomplete dominance. There was a strong incomplete dominant push way before we got in. Then there was a strong, and still is a strong recessive push now that we are in. And now it's backtracking to, it's still strong recessive, but you want to bring along the incomplete dominance with it, which is kind of common sense to me. But all the time, common sense is not common. So we're going to dig into how can you lay out something where you like a certain gene, you do want to work it, and where are you going to take your plan. Let's talk about Hurricane. We were late to the Hurricane game. We have quite a few Hurricanes, quite a few that we've produced in-house. We've been working on a Hurricane project since year 1. This is year 3. So in doing that, we want to understand that this is the 3rd year we are hatching out Hurricane in that Hurricane project. So I want you to be able to plug and play whatever your favorite genes are, and to take this formula and hopefully dissect it, analyze it, and make sure that it applies for your scenario. So when we first got into ball pythons here at Flawless, we started buying so many different things, and we were actually able to get our hands on 2 Hurricane females, and one of the Hurricane girls was just simple Hurricane, 100% het pied. Now at that time, there were no Hurricane pods even available at that time. So we knew we wanted to work Hurricane. We knew we wanted to work it in a pod, but that was not the end game and still isn't the end game now. We wanted to create Hurricane DG pods. We wanted to create Hurricane Ultramel pods, possibly down the road, Hurricane Ultramel Hypo pods, Hurricane DG Hypo pods. We want to get it into those triples. We really, really like the Hurricane gene and what it's doing for us. So what did we do? We got those 2 girls in that first season. One of the girls is just breeding this season, not in the pod project just yet, but the Hurricane Het pod girl, you know, first year we bred her to our Inchy Ultramel pod boy, and we had 2 holdbacks. We held back 1.1 Hurricane pod Het Ultramels from that season, from season 1. So again, they're at age now going into season 3, but in season 2 last year, we changed it up a little bit. We bred that same female to our DG pod boy. What happened? Guess what? We were able to hold back again 1.1 Hurricane pod Het DGs. To move things forward, actually, let's take a pause. Let me show you this girl. So this is the beautiful girl here. She's putting back on some size. She's a solid female. She's adorable. When we got her directly from Hans, imported from Hans, she is phenomenal. The quality is truly amazing. We almost thought that she was a super. We were hatching out so many Hurricanes, but she's not. She's just a really nice quality Hurricane and absolutely stunning. And I honestly don't know what we would have did if we didn't pick her up at the time. So right now she's a little on the thin side. She's a killer of an eater. She's going to be here for a little while. And we're getting her weight back on because, I don't know, in a few videos from this one, you'll end up seeing this year's clutch from her again, and she produced some more Hurricane pods. So stay tuned for that. So a lot of the time when we talk about these untapped projects like Hurricane, Blitz, and all the other stuff that's out there, you start to look and see what's available, you know, and you're so eager to maybe buy the visual recessive. At that time, it wasn't available. Now in the current day, it is available. Not only that, in year 2, we doubled back. We bought 3 more Hurricane visual pod girls just to continue growing up, to add more now on the visual side as you grow your collection. But that female at the time, I want to say she was $500–600, grew her out, and it's been a successful pickup. Not only that, in this current time right now, you do your research and you look up Hurricane pods on Morph Market, there's only 18 available. So if we end up producing some and actually being able to release them, you're in a really, really important and cool spot to be in, because honestly, we wouldn't even be amongst the 18. Yes, it's a Hurricane pod, but the direction we're going in, depending on what we would release, if it was a Hurricane pod Het Ultramel or Hurricane pod Het DG, if you look that up, either one, there are none available to purchase at this time. So what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything when you boil it down. Well, all I'm trying to tell you guys is how to dissect your plan and your strategy on what you want to hit, what you want to produce. Because again, just producing a Hurricane pod Het DG or Het Ultramel is not the end game for us, but is right in the middle range of where we want to continue to grow and head. Now, once we start producing them on a regular basis, which we are now, you can hold some back, hold what you need, whether you want a male with other genes in it, whether you want a female with other genes in it, you can hold those back and you're still going to be able to graduate your collection. We're following up after the Ozzy method. We have a lot of rack space. We have a lot of snakes, but at the same time, we don't want to just keep adding to our quantity of snakes. We want to increase our quality, the expression of the genes, as well as the combinations that we're hitting to hopefully increase our odds. You know, we've been talking about these crazy odds, but when you can increase your odds, you can get you can yield a better result in the long run. So these are all the totality of circumstances of what we need to be thinking about when we're venturing off and wanting to become a breeder. You don't typically want to, on purpose, find yourself amongst having 40, 50, 60 snakes, 100 snakes available, and 90% of your snakes are one of 2,000 or one of 5,000 that's out there amongst the same combinations. Because now you have to sit back and ask yourself, as a consumer, not as the breeder, as a consumer, how would a consumer find me? I'm not a Ozzy, I'm not a Justin, I'm not a Billy. How are they gonna find me? Well, they're gonna find you through marketing, advertising, social media, but your due diligence as far as you doing the work. You doing the work, what does that look like? Social media posts, posting up the combinations. That's a big thing. Your collection, you see it every day, so you may be kind of a little apprehensive about consistently showing off what you're working with. But even right now, if you have one snake, if you have 10 snakes, there's another aspiring keeper or breeder who would love to be where you are. So again, get out of your own way, stay motivated to do this thing, join our membership here. You know, we love to put out advice, video after video showing you guys how we're trying to get this thing done in real life, in real time. Hit that subscribe button. Hopefully videos like this can help you. Hopefully this can turn your week around if you're having a rough week. Again, it's Will. Have a flawless week.